Hello everyone, I'm Martine Brisson, welcome. And today I want to take maybe a bit of a different tack that I've been using the last few videos, now talking about moods or anxiety or depressions. Well, it's still the same subject in a sense, but instead of looking at it from our thoughts, where our thoughts coming from, and where our experience is coming from. I want to talk about it from more of a nutritional perspective because no, we're not made in silos. So what we eat, like they say, garbage in, garbage out, it does have an impact on the way we feel, and more studies seems to prove that point because lots of people are running around with nutritional deficiencies, and it does impact our moods. Um, there's the story of this lady who was celiac, and how they find it that she was totally delusional. They took the gluten off, and they said, "Oh yeah, she's celiac," and poof, all the symptoms went away, or something. Well, sometimes also with vitamin B12, those have impact. Actually, more than that, I've seen people that they feel depressed, and you look at what they're eating sometimes, and they think that poutine is the best thing ever. Now, yes, it does taste good. It is comfort food, but no, when you're in a low mood, it's not quite what your brain wants at the same time. And we know there's lots of people that right now have anxiety or been diagnosed with different kinds of anxiety disorders. So I wanted to look at it from more of a nutritional perspective. Um, so there are lots of things that you can do. We know, like I said, garbage in, garbage out. If you have lots of processed foods, lots of pop or soda, whatever you want to call it, no, it does have an impact. Alcohol is a depressor, and it does affect also the quality of your sleep. Um, Gluten for some people also has an impact. So when you take those things out, it might improve the way you feel. There's other things that help you if you want to boost your morale in a sense. Um, we call the intestines the second brain because there's more message to the vagal nerve that comes goes from the intestine up than the other way around. So taking probiotics might help, or you can have it also not only through supplements but also fermented foods that were not are of course from the stores, because those ones were the bacteria were taking out of them, but they're still alive with the fermented foods like sauerkraut, kimchi, and stuff like that. Omega 3s, there's lots of studies that have been done on omega 3s. Um, it's hard now, our brain is a big ball of fat, and our foods is not, omega 3s is not something that our body can make. We actually have to take it from somewhere else. And that somewhere else is fish, among other things, like salmon, but wild salmon, not farm salmon, right? Um, so we have to take it from somewhere else. Now, tilapia doesn't count, okay? No omega 3s in there. And it might take 5 or 6 weeks before the blood. So if you take it in supplement, it might take 5 to 6 weeks before before you feel the effect, before it kicks in, before the blood concentration is high enough to difference, but it does make a difference on anxiety. I think there's some studies that say they are as good as antidepressants. So, right, and you can find that anywhere. Um, there's also another study that was done on curcumin, turmeric, and they compare curcumin, turmeric. with curcumin is the active part of the turmeric, and Prozac. And I think the curcumin was slightly more effective than Prozac. And if you combine them together, apparently there was a 75, 78% more effective. So, hey, something to think about. It does comes in pill forms or powder. Um, if not, you can put turmeric in anything that you cook. You just make sure that it does stain everything it touched. Though. Zinc also has an impact on our moods. You can find zinc in people that take zinc has been proven to lower the anxiety. So you can find zinc in oysters if you like that. I like that, but it's not everybody. Cashews, livers, egg yolk, also are high in zinc. All the B vitamins as well, especially the B6 and B12s. Um, so all the vitamin Bs are very good to making good mental health, I guess. What else? Vitamin C. Vitamin C. Um, Again, studies shows that this better mood, improve intellectual functioning, and especially if you take it twice a day because that's a water soluble vitamin. So if you take, let's say, 1,000 in the morning, well, geez, you're going to pee it during the day. So if you split that, like 5 in the morning, 500 at night, it will be probably better than to take it in one shot. But it has apparently been proven to improve moods. Same thing with magnesium. That's lots of people without not knowing are also deficient in magnesium. So that's something also to look at. Where can we find magnesium? Let me refresh my memory for a second. Sprouts. Everything that not sprouts, but spinach, Swiss chards, legumes, nuts, seeds, um, dark chocolate. Hey, why not? So that's another good thing to eat every day, and also maybe a supplement. Like I said, that's probably one of the ones that most people are deficient on. So that's just a quick overview. To so if you feel a bit depressed or you have anxiety, maybe improving your diet. No, having more fruits, more vegetables. No, not the same advice that we keep getting all the time. And I think there's also something that I read about the Mediterranean diet is probably the optimal one to help. So instead of having fries or poutine or whatever that you might feel or inclined to eat when you don't feel good, but that will just keep you in the same loop. So, like I said, good Mediterranean diet, lots of fruit, lots of vegetables, green leafy vegetables, and nuts and seeds. Then you're making sure and taking omega 3s and vitamin D with K2 um, will have an impact in your mood. And also exercise. I've known people who took themselves off anxiety or depression by exercising. So those things don't cost a lot. No, probably cheaper than all those antidepressants. They don't have the side effects of an antidepressant. And in the long run, it can only improve your health. That's all I have to tell you today. And